A 3-0 victory over Red Bull Salzburg may seem routine on the surface, but for Real Madrid, it was anything but ordinary. It marked the dawn of a new era at the Santiago Bernabéu, an era shaped by Xabi Alonso, whose tactical revolution is already redefining what it means to play for Los Blancos. For years, Real Madrid's identity was synonymous with the classic 4-3-3. Midfield maestros like Luka Modric and Toni Kroos dictated the tempo, while attackers were given the freedom to express their brilliance. But Alonso, bold and visionary, has introduced a fundamental shift: the 3-5-2, or more precisely, the 3-1-4-2, with Dean Huijsen, Antonio Rudiger, and Aurélien Tchouameni forming a back three. It's the club's first return to a 3-center-back system in nearly 2 decades, evoking memories of Vicente del Bosque's 2000 side that lifted Real Madrid's 8th Champions League title. But this isn't change for the sake of novelty. It's rooted in a clear tactical philosophy. Against a high-pressing side like Red Bull Salzburg, sticking with the traditional back four would have left Madrid exposed and outnumbered during the build-up phase. Alonso's solution? Drop Tchouameni into the backline to create a numerical advantage and smoother transitions out of pressure. It's a playbook he honed at Bayer Leverkusen. And now it's being brought to life in Madrid. And perhaps most impressively, this transformation has happened in record time. With only 8 tactical sessions under Alonso and just his 3rd game in charge, the team already shows remarkable understanding. Even Vinícius Júnior admitted the squad is still adapting, but the performance was a crucial step forward. It speaks volumes about Alonso's ability to communicate ideas and instill a playing identity. At the heart of his vision is a modern, possession-based game, built on structured pressing and intelligent build-up. Alonso believes that star players can only thrive when embedded in a clear tactical framework. The Salzburg match was a perfect illustration of that belief in motion. The defensive line featured Huijsen, left, Rudiger, right, and Tchouameni as the central sweeper, forming a stable platform for progression from deep. Under Salzburg's aggressive press, this trio allowed Madrid to maintain spacing, absorb pressure, and distribute with control. Wingbacks played a pivotal role. On the left, Fran Garcia was tireless, pushing high and wide to stretch the defense, giving Vinícius the space to cut inside. Though occasionally rushed in decision-making, Garcia's intensity and width were invaluable. On the right, Trent Alexander-Arnold operated as a hybrid, part wing-back, part deep-lying playmaker. His trademark cross-field passes and intelligent switches of play highlighted his elite vision and technique. In midfield, Alonso prioritized versatility. Arda Güler was deployed as the deepest of the midfield 3, assuming the role of a deep-lying playmaker. Despite his youth, Güler impressed with his ability to operate in tight spaces, handle pressure, and distribute the ball intelligently. While Madrid's center-backs were still hesitant to play direct vertical passes into him, Güler showed maturity beyond his 20 years, winning 9 ground duels, making 3 tackles, and 1 interception. Just ahead of him, Jude Bellingham brought his trademark dynamism, gliding between half spaces, driving the ball forward and linking up play. Federico Valverde, ever the tactical chameleon, floated between central and wide areas, constantly shifting his positioning based on the flow of the game. Their movement created overloads both centrally and out wide, making it extremely difficult for Salzburg to press effectively. Up front, it was Vinícius Júnior and Goncalo Garcia leading the line. Vinícius remained the team's X-factor, scoring with his weaker foot and producing a sublime backheel assist for Valverde. More than just a flair player, he pressed relentlessly and showed real leadership in the front line. His frequent drifting into central areas and off-ball runs made him far more unpredictable and dangerous. As for Goncalo Garcia, he's proving to be more than just a backup plan to Kylian Mbappé. His second goal in the Club World Cup, combined with sharp off-ball movement and intelligent positioning, is making a strong case for him as a legitimate starting option. Garcia is evolving into a complete number 9. At its core, Alonso's tactical blueprint is crystal clear. Build numerical superiority in the first phase of play, draw the opposition press out of shape, and exploit the space either between or behind the midfield lines. Real Madrid's build-up is anchored on short, purposeful passes, stretching Salzburg's high press, before switching play or launching direct balls into central channels where Vinícius Júnior drifts inside to attack space. And when possession is lost, the response is instant. Alonso's philosophy, forged at Bayer Leverkusen, kicks in. High-intensity counter-pressing. It's not just about winning the ball back, it's about doing it with purpose. In this match, Real Madrid held 56% possession and pressed Salzburg relentlessly, forcing the Austrian side into mistake after mistake. But even the most sophisticated system is only as strong as the players who execute it. And against Salzburg, Alonso began to unearth the key pillars of his Real Madrid 2.0. Aurélien Tchouameni. Once known as a traditional holding midfielder, Tchouameni is now being reshaped into a hybrid center-back, a modern-day libero who initiates play from deep. His calmness under pressure and distribution from the back are eerily reminiscent of Alonso himself during his playing days. Arda Güler, still only 20, Güler is quickly emerging as the orchestra conductor of Madrid's midfield. Composed beyond his years, he dictates tempo, resists pressure, and keeps the ball moving with surgical precision. He's not just a prodigy, he's a cornerstone in the making. Vinícius Júnior, the spark, the symbol, the engine of chaos. Vinícius continues to be Madrid's most decisive attacker. His intelligent movement, clinical finishing, creative flair, and intense pressing make him both a game-changer and a leader, on and off the ball. Goncalo Garcia. This season's breakout star. Once seen as Mbappe's backup, Garcia is now making a serious claim for a starting role. With his instinctive movement, work ethic, and clutch finishing, he's proving to be more than just a revelation. He's becoming a reliable number 9 for the future. Fran Garcia and Trent Alexander-Arnold. On the flanks, they bring balance and dimension. Garcia's relentless runs down the left stretch opposition lines, while Alexander-Arnold, part wing-back, part quarterback, adds class and control in Madrid's build-up phase. Federico Valverde and Jude Bellingham, Madrid's dual engines. Their work rate, tactical flexibility, and ability to cover ground are unmatched. Whether bursting forward or tucking into midfield to maintain control, they give Alonso the dynamism needed to sustain pressure and dictate games. Real Madrid under Alonso is evolving fast. The improvement is already visible, but the project is far from complete. There are still connections to build, patterns to refine. And crucially, Madrid may need reinforcements in the next transfer window, specifically a more defensively sound left-back and a high-caliber central midfielder to fully align with Alonso's vision of controlled, modern football. But what matters most is this. Alonso's tactical revolution is beginning to take hold not just on the blackboard, but on the pitch. The players are embracing their new roles, not as individuals playing off instinct, but as synchronized cogs in a carefully engineered machine. That, more than anything, signals a cultural shift. This victory over Salzburg wasn't just about goals or possession, it was about transformation. A new chapter is being written at the Bernabéu. Xabi Alonso isn't just coaching a team, he's building a new empire. And if the players keep absorbing his philosophy, don't be surprised if Real Madrid once again rise to the top of world football. This time, not through chaos or star power alone, but through science, structure, and total cohesion.